All right, well, thank you, Kevin. Next up, we have Chris Calo and Rob Kate from the OG location in Cleveland. Chris was with Joe for I don't even know how many years before Joe stepped out and to focus on the big picture. And then Rob came in about 4 years ago. These guys crush it at running summer events. In fact, they're averaging a little bit better than the company average for year-round just in the summer. They average right around 30 beds an event. So we're going to talk about having a full schedule 12 months out of the year. Chris Calo, Rob Kate, come on up, guys.
Hello everyone, I'm Rob Kate, and this is my wonderful partner and wife, Chris Calo. Sorry about that to my wife in the back. Okay. We're here today to talk about the summer and building a 12-month business. And we got some great points that work. There's 2 of us that run this location. So if we don't do at least 60 to 90 events, we're not making money, okay? So this, I'm gonna get
Sure. So basically, when we're looking at our business, we look at it as an opportunity to not only give back a lot of money, but also make a lot of money ourselves. And one thing I think that the company does as a whole is really book events in the spring and the fall, and not so much in the wintertime or in the summertime. So what we've done is kind of looked back in the past 3 years of our business in Cleveland, and looking back at 2015, we did 10 sales for a total of $323,000. 2016, we did 16 sales at $454,000 and some change, and 2017, 14 sales at $389,000. Those really are coming out to about 27 to 30 beds per sale. It's a tremendous amount of money. In the last 3 years, it's over $1 million that we've been able to sell during the summer months. And really, I think that without having that, those sales in the summer for us would really hurt our business. Cash flow is king for any business that's out there. And at the end of the year, we kind of look at a bank account and figure out that there's a lot of bills that are going out, but there's not a whole lot of income coming in. So it kind of makes us a little nervous about if we didn't run those sales during the summer. So what we want to do is just kind of go over what we consider to be a few bullet points about what's important for running the summer events. So I'll turn it over to Rob.
They're really not in any order, but we run a lot of summer specials. This is a great time. A lot of kids are getting ready for college. Bay Village, which Jackson you probably heard of before. We send so many beds to colleges, and this is where Doug Krinsky does well. We do the bed in the box, and then we do the stand directly to them. So you can pick up an extra 10 to 20 beds accidentally in the summer, just get them to colleges. So our summer specials, no one stops doing business in the summer. Mattress Firm, our partner, you're gonna see they run more ads now than ever. There's a reason for it. I know they may not be as busy, but if you let that go, no one's gonna even know who you are. So that's one of our reasons. Now to Chris. I guess, okay, go ahead.
So one of the things, when we don't have business every single week, or we take a break of 3 or 4 weeks, whatever it might be, is we get really anxious about, what's happening, how our business is growing. I think that our staff tends to kind of lose focus on sales. In fact, this last sale that we ran last week, we sold 28 beds, and we've had our sales staff with us for a number of years, 3, 4, 5 years, working with us. But they had taken part of that time in June to take off, and they kind of lost their minds a little bit. They weren't sure how to write an order. They were asking some pretty basic questions about filling out the forms, what manufacturers, all that kind of stuff. So really, running the summer events kind of keeps your mind in the game and kind of keeps you focused on the business at hand.
Next. Allows us to order items on a regular basis. We do a lot of layaways, guys, from way back, and we still have them. Warranty issues. If you don't make the minimum, it's costing you more money. So if we have the orders constantly coming in with our layaways and we have events, you're constantly making your minimum. So you don't have to worry about paying extra. How am I going to get this person a mattress? There's always mattresses coming in. So number 7.
It keeps your business current relevant. So what we like to do in Cleveland is we're going to run anywhere between 60 to 70 events a year. We've also added the Toledo events. So we're trying to get to 100 to 110 by next year. And that really helps kind of capture everybody's attention in our market. So we don't want somebody else coming in and running a sale for us, or we want to make sure that if they're looking for a fundraiser that is going to generate a lot of money for them in a short period of time, we want to make sure that they're going to look to us first and then look to the cookie dough sales and the fruit sales and everything else they do second and third. So
Is what they say is out of sight, out of mind. So if you're not there, someone else is going to take your business. So don't let anyone take your wife, please. Okay, number 6, sponsors are focused on fundraisers. Right now, in the summer, people say everyone's closed. That's not true. How many cookouts do you guys have in the middle of the summer? I mean, these football teams, soccer teams, cookouts, they're selling cards, they're still doing stuff. They haven't stopped. So if you stop, you're not going to get them, and again, someone else is going to come in and grab it. So you can't be out of sight. You got to constantly be there. These signs got to be there. If not, what's going to happen is, again, someone else is going to see a different sign, someone else is going to move in, and you're good. So keep it live.
keeps your averages up. So, you know, if you're running 20 events, 25 events, 30 events, whatever it might be, and you have events that don't perform for whatever reason, whether it's the sponsor, whether it's the kids, whether it's whatever you did to maybe not make it go. We run a lot of events just to kind of counter that 10% of our business that doesn't generate significant gains. So, you know, if you're running summer events, it's a good opportunity to kind of keep your averages up.
Back to builds credibility. Who are you? If you're only in business 6 months out of the year, who are you? You're nobody, because there's other people, again, that are going to be advertising that. Advertisement works out of sight, out of mind. So every time they see that sign, even if you don't have a great function that time, you're still there. And how about the school next door that's going to come in and grab you because they see your sign every month? You're not out of business. So that's number 4.
Keep your staff working and happy. You know, it's hard to train your staff and retain them if you're only running a few events in the spring and in the fall. You know, our staff has been with us, some of them have been with us since the beginning, so what we try and do is keep our staff working and happy in terms of the number of events that we run. So the more events you run, obviously the better off they're going to feel about it, and the more likely you are going to be able to retain them. So, number 2.
Very important for us, we have a great logistics company. Our Cleveland one's a little bit better in Toledo, but they are doing better. We use Stevens Movers. If we don't do enough volume, our prices are going to go up or they're going to drop us. We had a great guy in Cleveland delivering for us one time and had a big event, and we found the keys on the desk and said, Chris, get your wife and you guys are going to do the setup. So if you don't have a good logistics company, and we do, if you don't keep them busy, your prices are going to be a lot more and you may not even keep them. So our key is to keep them busy all year round.
And the last one really is the most important thing for any business, and that's cash flow. Like I said earlier, without having those summer events and generating that kind of income during the summer, our cash flow would be pretty low. So that's really all we have. We've got a little cartoon here at the bottom here. So thank you guys for your time. Appreciate it.